Hey, greetings, everybody. Um, Welcome to our channel here. This is Harmony Point Acupuncture YouTube channel. And we usually post 2 videos every week, usually on Sundays, yoga, QiGong, and breathing pranayama. This class is yoga QiGong. So if you like what you're experiencing here, please like and subscribe, and you can give us a comment in the comment place below if you'd like to share your experience, and we appreciate your support. Thank you. Okay, so let's begin now we're going to begin by just taking a moment to bring our energy inwards and bring our awareness to the breath. And just notice when you shift the energy inwards, where you're feeling the breath. It may be at the tip of the nostrils, it may be in the chest, the collarbones. Just notice where you're feeling the breath. So spend a few moments here really being with that breath. Really feel yourself being a part of that breath. Giving ourselves permission to remain in this inwardly focused space. We're going to focus on breath, coordinating movements with breath. We're going to focus on just how our breath is, how we experience our breath, and also how we experience subtle aspects of movement that we usually take for granted. So this is a time here where we're going to bring unconscious things up into our conscious awareness, breath, and subtle aspects of movements. And it's normal when you attempt something like this that your mind may wander away and try to speed up and think about other things. And that's perfectly normal. It happens to all of us all the time. It's just part of the process. When you notice that's happening, just bring yourself right back to what we're doing here. No need for harsh judgment, just to rein the mind back in. And this is a perfect time right now. If you have any particular prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself to help you here with this practice, you can do that now. Or you can just take a moment to really focus your personal intention. And I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of my amazing teachers. Okay, so now let's stand up slowly. And we're going to begin by interlocking the fingers and inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to come up at an angle and continue the practice. Now straight up overhead. And relax, hands to the side of the body. Notice the effects of the practice on the forearms, the wrists, and the hands. And I'm going to take this opportunity here to remind everyone that unless we're doing a particular mudra or a particular thing with the hands, the default position for the hands should be open. Open and not, so you might want to not tense, like not like your fingers are tense, but you want to stretch your palms so that your fingers open. And that should be your default position. You want room between the body and the arms, like you're kind of like one of those blow up things by the side of the road, that's just very standing here. You want the tongue at the roof of the mouth and the elbows and face relaxed. And that should be the default. And from this position, we're going to go for some ankle stretch breathing. So we're going to take a breath in and come up on our toes and exhale, coming down. relax with the hands at the side of the body. And notice the effects of the practice on the calves, the ankles. Back in our default position. And when we're performing all these practices here, we really want to keep those palms nice and open. So keeping our palms open, we're going to bring the hands in front of the chest. We're going to go for the chest opening breathing. So we're going to inhale and exhale, feeling that energy between those nice open palms as they approach each other. So ready? And relax. Again, hands at the side of the body. And now we're going to move to a modified version of this chest opening breathing. We're going to try to have our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to float the arms up. And instead of, we still have our nice open palms, but instead of having the palms pointing towards each other, we're going to have the fingertips pointing. Elbows are relaxed, face is relaxed, tongue is at the roof of the mouth. We should feel that we could just hang out here all day. Like your elbows are on a tabletop. Be very comfortable. And from this position, we're going to go for the chest opening breathing. We're going to inhale and exhale. Ready? Relax, again, hands to the side of the body. And take a moment from our default position here to notice the effects of the practice on this whole chest area. Okay, and now we're going to separate the feet again, bend the knees, and the arms up, fingertips. I'm sorry. Are we done with that? We already did that. Okay, so was all ready to do it again. Now we're going to move on to our loosening. So we're going to go from side to side. And again, have these nice open palms. We're bending the knees. And we're moving from side to side as if we are just ready to shed anything you don't want to hold on to. Just imagine anything you don't want to hold on to just falling right off the body. Now we're going to loosen up the shoulders. Fourth. Elbows. Okay, and now let's move on to the floor. Here we're going to circle. Really feel all these sides of the pelvis as you're circling. And reverse direction. Now imagine that you have a rod straight through the center of the body. And you're just rotating. That rod is like a boat mast. And your body's like the boat, and you're rotating on calm water. In one direction. And the other direction. Now we're going to loosen up the joints. We're going to put the left foot out. We're going to loosen up the right hip. We're going to put the outside of the right foot on against the left thigh, or the inner part of the right foot against the left thigh, or straight out. If you're straight out, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be doing the same thing. If you're here, you're going to be doing the same thing. So let's begin. Pick one of these positions and we'll begin. And really bring your awareness inside this right hip. Really visualize this right hip is healthy, lubricated, and flexible. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And now bring your hand under your right thigh. Imagine you have a drawing implement between your toes and you're going in one direction and the other direction. And you're going from the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Now right leg out, loosening up the left hip. You're here, here, or here. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, or here, inhale, exhale. So we're going to visualize, bring our awareness into this left hip, and let's begin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now bring your hands under your left thigh. Imagine you have a drawing implement between your toes. You're going in one direction and the other direction. And from the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Very good. Shake it out. And relax and really feel all that energy in the lower part of the body. Okay, now we're going to stand back up and do a few more QiGong things before you sit down again. So we're going to stand up. And we're going to do the QiGong jumping jacks, I call them. That's one way to call them. So let's go back to our default position. And in this practice, we're going to inhale and bring the fingertips up overhead and try to have the fingertips join. When you come up, try to have the fingertips join each other. See how precisely you can do that. So you're going to inhale. You're going to exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale down. Exhale down. Just continue at your own pace. If you want to, you can make it a little more challenging by coming up on your toes. See how precisely you can make your fingertips meet each other overhead. And now change the practice up. Bring your hands up. Roll down over the waterfall. Imagine your hands are coming up out of the water. Back, heels go back into the water. As you have water about to here, you're coming up and back down. Coming up, back down. Now we're going to come to this position. A reminder here to keep your palms open, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Drop down. Towards you. Out. Hips going down. Towards you. To the center. Front. Side. Back again. Center. Front. Side. Down. The tongue at the roof of the mouth. Those palms nice and stretched open. To the center. Front. Side. Push out. Palms nice and open. Push out. Push up. Push out. Push out. Push up. Push out. Push out. Down. Palms stretched, tongue at the roof of the mouth, elbows relaxed, face relaxed. Nose is like a finger shimmy. Front. Side. Shimmy overhead. Front. Head. palms up, interlock the fingers, stretch up, pulse to the left, keep the knees pointed forward, pulse to the right. Left, right, left, down, and we're going to go right into the snake. Again, keeping tongue at the roof of the mouth, palms nice and open, everything open here. So left palm is down, right palm is pointed to the left, and we're going to move to the left. Right palm is down, left palm is pointed to the right, and we're going to move to the right. Shift. And your feet, I'll show you my feet. They're about shoulder width here, and I'm just going, shifting my way back and forth as I shift. Snake. Keep those palms spread open, tongue at the roof of the mouth. And we're going to move into washing the face. Arms open, elbows relaxed, face relaxed, tongue at the roof of the mouth. And now waving. Come back to stand. Default position. Palms together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Peacock. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up. Exhale. One more time. Back to the center. Stand Default position. Feel all the energy, whole body circulating. And we're going to come down now for some neck and shoulder things. So we're going to begin, you can have a seated position, and we're going to begin with some shoulder shrugs. Again, we want to keep everything relaxed. You can have your hands here or here. Just make sure your palms are open. Elbows are relaxed, face is relaxed, tongue is at the roof of the mouth. Focus on this point at the top of the shoulders. That's where the movement's going to come from. We're going to inhale up, exhale down, like that. Ready? Now we're going to stop the practice and now inhale up, exhale down, go up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Now inhale, lean back, open up the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale back to the center, exhale left. Inhale back to the center, exhale right. Back to the center, exhale left. Go back to the center, exhale right. Inhale back to the center, exhale left. Do the left shoulder, feel the stretch all down the right side of the neck. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder, feel the stretch down the left side of the neck. Back to the center. Exhale left ear to left shoulder. Back to the center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Go back to the center. And now we'll go all the way around. Exhaling to the floor and inhaling from the ceiling. Allow the breath to guide the movement. Reverse directions. Inhale from the ceiling, exhale to the floor. And come back to the center. Sit for a moment. And now we're going to come on down to the floor. And do some spinal twists. We're going to bend the knees, bring the palms out, perpendicular, hands out, palms down, perpendicular to the body. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to turn the knees to the left and the face to the right. Come back to the center. Inhale again, and as you exhale this time, turn the knees to the right and the face to the left. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Relax, palms up, release into the floor. Bring the legs down. Let's release into the floor. And now we're going to go on into our deep relaxation. And you can remain lying down to do this. I'm going to sit up to guide us. If you choose to do the relaxation sitting up, I strongly recommend that you support your back against the wall or a chair and that you have your spine straight. Okay, so everyone find a comfortable position. And we're going to begin now by bringing awareness to the whole surface of the back. And just notice how the whole surface of your back feels against the floor or the chair. Scan the whole surface of your back and notice the contact that your back is making with the floor of the chair and what that sensation feels like, that contact. And now bring your awareness to your abdomen and just notice the breath in the abdomen. Just notice that as you inhale, the abdomen rises, and as you exhale, the abdomen falls. And the abdomen just rises and falls all on its own. There's nothing you need to do with it. You can just be with that breath. You don't have to do anything. It just happens, and you can just feel yourself being a part of that breath, rising on the inhalation, falling on the exhalation. And now we're going to begin to relax the body in parts. And we're going to begin with the lower part of the body. We're going to relax the toes, the soles of the feet, relax the top of the feet, relax the ankles, relax the calves, relax the shins, relax the knees, relax the thighs, relax the buttocks, relax the hip and groin area. Allow the entire lower portion of the body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this lower portion of the body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. Now we're going to bring our awareness up into the middle section of the body. Relax the abdomen, relax the low back, relax the mid back, relax the upper back, relax the chest, the rib cage, relax the shoulders, relax the upper arms, relax the elbows, relax the forearms, relax the wrists, relax the hands, relax the fingers, relax the fingertips. Allow the entire middle section of the body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this middle section of the body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready? Breath in. Again, breath in. One more time, breath in. Now we're going to bring our awareness to the throat and head area. We're going to relax the throat, relax the back of the neck, relax the base of the skull, relax the back of the head, relax the top of the head, relax the forehead, relax the face, relax the eyes, relax the eyebrows, relax the mouth, relax the tongue, relax the teeth, relax the jaw. Allow the entire throat and head area to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on that throat and head area, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, We're going to tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring all of these three sounds together, the ah, the o, and the and we're going to tone them as one sound, and we're going to imagine that the sound is actually moving inward and upward through the body, from the lower to the middle to the upper part of the body, and we're going to tone 3 times. So let's begin. Take a breath in. Breath in. In. And now we're going to continue to tone Om, but I'm going to guide us in such a way that there's going to be a space between the end of one Om and the beginning of the next Om. And that space is going to become a little bit longer each time we do the toning. And what we want to do is we want to focus on that space. We want to focus on that silence that's happening between the sounds. And as that silence expands, as that silence gets longer, we want to imagine ourselves actually merging and becoming a part of this empty space. And it's possible that when you do this practice, you may find that your breath may pause. It may naturally suspend itself. And this is different than holding the breath. Do not force a breath hold during the silence. Allow the breath to do whatever it wants to do during the silence. It may stop and then restart. Anything with the breath is fine. But please do not try to hold your breath during the space. Okay, let's begin. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. And now take a breath in for one final Om, and this time really experience each of the three parts of the sound in each of the three parts of the body. Ready, breath in. And now gradually bring awareness back into the body. Begin to move the fingers and toes. And you can slowly come up to a seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed as you're coming up, or if you're already doing the meditation seated, just sit forward, keeping your eyes closed. And once you're sitting up or sitting forward, you can rub your palms together, get them nice and warm. Cup them gently over your eyes and pull your palms away from your eyes as you open your eyes and your nose. And thank you so much for coming.